What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I recently did a story. In fact, it was yesterday, a matter of fact, of something that broke over the weekend involving this woman here. Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, this roadrunner-headed looking woman, her name is Rhonda Paulnice, 41-year-old mother out of Fort Pierce, Florida. And she's arrested for second-degree murder of her child, 6-year-old, pictured here, God bless him, Ft.Pierre. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman supposedly took the life of this child, which I will explain all of that of how she did it in this video, because new information has come out, and it is startling. She claimed she was trying to exorcise demons from this little boy. Now, before I show you all this, let me say this. I told you before, a lot of people are losing their instinctive nature in themselves and how they deal with children and life period and each other. This is one said case. Crazy or not, you know what I'm saying? Being a kid nowadays can be an all-out death sentence. And here's your proof. Roll it.
We're back with new video showing the moment authorities confronted a Florida mother accused of killing her 6-year-old son.
She told deputies as she was trying to exorcise demons out of him, and Eden is here with this chilling video.
So disturbing, Christy and Louie. This new video is shedding light into what deputies found inside of her home and the concerning behavior that led them to this deadly discovery.
Hey, you Rhonda?
Body cam footage shows a St. Lucie County deputy approach Rhonda Paulnice outside of her home on May 30th, asking why her son, Ft.Pierre, hadn't been to school for nearly 2 weeks. According to an arrest affidavit, he was absent since May 14th. The video shows she first said this to deputies.
They haven't been to school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah, no. It's just that, I haven't sent him to school yet.
The deputy telling her the boy's absence is reaching the point of truancy.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him.
He's going to go back to school.
The deputy asked for her ID. As she scrolls for a picture of it on her phone, the deputy follows up about Ramiel's well-being.
Is your kid here right now?
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
Paulnice walks the deputy to her home, joined now by other deputies. Once inside, an arrest report notes she was behaving oddly and would not remove her sunglasses and appeared completely indifferent to the deputy's presence. The report says deputies knocked on several doors in the home, finding the room where Ramiel was laying on a bed, covered in a blanket, with only his face showing. Deputies immediately realizing he was dead and established a crime scene. The report also notes the condition of the home inside. Overly organized, clothing, kitchen items, and food and cleaning supplies were specifically and carefully placed to a degree I had never seen. The report says Paulnice was allowed to say goodbye to her son before his body was removed, noting that although she appeared distraught, it did not appear sincere. In a news conference, the sheriff said she told deputies she wanted to exorcise the demons out of her son.
And when the child had stopped moving and basically passed away, at that point she felt the child had been released of those demons.
In the affidavit, deputies note Paulnice discussed changes to her son's behavior, but deputies note the changes she described appeared to be typical behaviors of a 6-year-old child and a child who was growing. A medical examiner at the scene noted it was clear the boy had been dead for days, possibly for nearly those 2 weeks. We are still awaiting the medical examiner's report for the official cause of death. In the meantime, Paulnice is facing a second-degree murder charge. Louie?
Tonight, a preliminary autopsy shows that a 6-year-old Fort Pierce boy, allegedly killed by his mother, apparently died from suffocation. The St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office says the results align with what the mother told them about her son's death. Investigative reporter Terry Parker joins us with new body camera video of that mother the day her child was discovered. Terry?
Last Friday, deputies went to the home of Rhonda Paulnice to do a welfare check on her little boy who hadn't been to school in 2 weeks. We now have the police video of Paulnice's response right before she led deputies to her son's body.
You Rhonda?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you.
This is Rhonda Polanese outside her Fort Pierce home on Friday. A deputy was there to ask about her 6-year-old son, Ft.Pierre, who hadn't been in school for almost 2 weeks.
They haven't been in school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that I haven't sent him to school yet.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him?
Oh, he's going to go back to school.
Okay, but at this point, it's already reached a point of truancy. It's reaching the point of truancy.
What's that?
The deputy explains and asks Polanese for her ID. She's scrolling through her phone for a copy of it when this happens.
Is your kid here right now?
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
And with that, Polanese leads the deputy to her house, points him to a closed bedroom where he finds Ramil wrapped in a blanket, dead in the bed. A newly unredacted portion of the arrest affidavit says Polanese told detectives God was controlling her. Because of recent changes in her son's behavior, she says she believed Ramil to be controlled by a spirit and by an enemy. Polanese stated in an effort to rid Ramil of the spirit or enemy, she placed her hand over his mouth and began to suffocate him while he was kicking and screaming in bed. According to the report, Polanese knew Ramil had died, but she checked on him daily, blowing warm air on his face, looking for signs of life and the return of her son. The sheriff's office says the preliminary autopsy report aligns with Polanese's account of her son's death. However, this is not final, and they are still waiting for toxicology and other tests before releasing an official cause of death. I talked to little Ramil's grief-stricken family yesterday. If you'd like to hear their reaction to this heartbreak, you can watch my interview on WPBF.com.
Tonight, only on WPBF 25, the family of a 6-year-old, Ft.Pierre, is talking about his death. His mother is accused of killing him and leaving him in his room for nearly 2 weeks. Our Terry Parker joining us live from Fort Pierce. And Terry, what is the family saying about this awful crime?
Oh, what a tragedy, Tiffany. The family is struggling. They are confused, hurt, and trying to understand something they described to me as indescribable, with their sister and mother in jail charged with killing this darling little boy that the entire family doted on and whom they definitely do not want forgotten.
Like, how do you get through something like this? How do you get through a tragedy like this? This is like it's indescribable what I feel right now.
6-year-old Ft.Pierre's family is grieving a situation they say they can't even make sense of. Ramel's mother is in jail charged with his murder after deputies found the child's lifeless body in his bed, where the medical examiner says he had been dead for almost 2 weeks. Rhonda Polanese told deputies her son had demons inside him and she was exorcising them. Her older daughter, Ramora, says she is struggling to understand.
I would have never thought I would have lost my brother and my mother.
The family is close. Rosalind and her husband held Ramil's 5th birthday party at their Atlanta home last year. Everyone doted on the smiling little boy they called Poppy.
Yesterday, the kids are playing, and his absence, like, my stomach was just balling up. Like, wow, this is the new normal.
They want people to remember the little boy they love so much.
He woke up happy. He went to sleep all happy. Like, every day, like, he was just full of joy.
Now they are planning a funeral, watching a loved one's murder case, and facing a new life without Poppy.
The family will forever hold you in our heart. And we will not let this moment take over our family.
The family did not want to comment on what led to this tragedy. They have not yet set a date for little Ramel's funeral. They say they are struggling to put one foot in front of the other right now and would not be able to stay afloat if it weren't their faith in God. In Fort Pierce, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
Guys, that's the story. More information has come out. And like I said, may Ft.Pierre at age 6, gone too soon, rest in peace. Now, my prayers and condolences do go out to the family. They seem like nice people, but I got to keep it real on my show. First things first, ninjas will put their dick in anything. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Little boy died of strangulation. She covered his mouth up while she had him bound, trying to get demons out of him. He was dead for days. Days. They say up to 2 weeks. You had a rotting cadaver in your house for 2 weeks of your son, and you checked in there every day to see if he would wake up after seeing the stages of decomposition. Make it make sense. Said she blew hot breath in his face. No, she crazy. Now, let's keep it real. Did you see the outside of that fucking house? They said the inside was organized like a motherfucker, but the outside looked like a bando, an abandoned place. You had boards on your windows with a baby inside. Now, he had an older sister. Now, I guess they live in Florida, but I mean, were they checking up on him? Because that house looked like it was in disarray on the outside, like she was struggling. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to bash these people because I don't know. They hurting. But I mean, damn, where was his dad at? Let's go with that first. Where's his fucking dad? And I'm going to tell you something. If a dude know he put his seed in a crazy chick, the least you can do, because you can't abort the child when crazy women go keep the baby, least you can do is pop up and make sure you spend time with the child so he can have a positive and a negative of life and not know that his mom he just succumbing to that stuff. Did you see her out there? Sunglasses on, a hoodie. It's hot as fucking Florida. Cop come up on her. She talking and on the phone. And what is up? You see a lot of people doing that. They had a phone. Cop ask you a question. You just on the phone. 5, 6, 7 second delay. Like you didn't hear what he said. And then answer it. Yeah, I guess you can come see him. Go in the house. You point to the room he in, open the door, the funk of 40,000 years coming from a 6-year-old dead baby. Horrific. 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 I checked every day. I blew warm breath in his nose. What? This is the time and days we live in. I said this earlier today to myself. It's surprising how many adults have a child mind. I remember when I got older, and I still get amazed by this. I'm 52 years old. I meet 52-year-old people that are like children in the head. When they can't explain what they're doing, when they get busted, they look stupid. Like I mean, how did you make it this long? Now this woman, 41 years old, and having a 6-year-old at 41, I'm sure it could be hard. But man, come on, man. Come on. You got another daughter. I don't know if she raised that daughter or not. And that's the thing. They talked about the little boy, but they ain't talk about the mom intentionally. I ain't gonna say nothing about her. Why? Why? That's what needs to be known. Why did she do this? I mean, we know she crazy, but damn, what did you see? What did y'all see? This is wild, man. I'm missing something. I'm forgetting something. Oh, it's what I was thinking about. Can you imagine being a little boy in a house? And remember, all of this happened because he was just acting normal with the stuff she described as a 6-year-old. He just coming into his own and doing little crazy stuff, not listening, sitting there. You understand what I'm saying? Kids need to be stimulated. How much stimulation do you think you get in that house? That shit got permanent blackout curtains, the boards on the windows. What the fuck? That's not even a conducive environment to raise a child. Why didn't she ask for help? But it don't even matter. The bottom line is they hitting her for second-degree murder, and rightfully so. She act like she don't know shit about anything, but you knew God was telling you to go in there and do that to your kid. You bound your 6-year-old. He crying and screaming for help, and it never comes. Can't look outside because there's boards on the window. That's horrific. It's like being in a torture chamber. You covering his mouth up. The power of Christ compels you. Ain't that some shit? You talking about it's an enemy out here inside your son. It got to be one inside that house the way it look on the outside. Man, this is heartbreaking, y'all. It's heartbreaking. And it's a lot of people out here that are crazy and can't really take care of kids, but take care of kids. And this type of stuff happens. It will continue to happen. You know, a lot of times, man, if you really look, and I'm not talking about this case, just some of the stories I did, and like I hold back a lot sometimes on my channel. I hold back a lot because I don't want to sound insensitive or I'm bashing people, but damn, sometimes you can look at a situation and then look at the people around it or the people behind it, and I'm not talking about this case, and see that I could see this happening with the type of people this person was around or the type of environment these children was raised in. All in all, this is crazy. Said she got in the house, wouldn't take the sunglasses off and a hoodie. I guess we know why now. Jesus Christ. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Another day, another child gone for nothing, for just being a kid. See you in the next video. Take care.